Welcome to Fearless and Focused. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Casey.
And we're here to share bold stories, real talk,
and strategies to help you push past fear and level up.
Let's get fearless and focused. Let's talk about Friday arrival. That was so fun, getting there, seeing the house, setting everything up, getting everything ready for the ladies. They all started trickling in that evening, and the 10 wonderful ladies that attended. We just love you guys so much. I know that it takes a lot of, investment in yourself, like money, time away from your family, time away from your business. And we just really appreciate you coming and trusting us and doing that with us. And I know that they took away a lot. I've gotten a lot of text, just saying how wonderful it was. And I'm seeing all them starting to use some of the assets and the things that we taught them online. I can already see it. I can't wait for our follow-up calls with them. But it was amazing. And then we had a welcome circle where we all went around and kind of just had a little greeting, who we are, why we're here, what they wanted to get out of the retreat. And did you think it was crazy? Every one of these women are from different areas and not in different backgrounds. We had a mortgage lender, we had a fitness coach, we had insurance agents, of course, but so many commonalities. Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's what was doing this for the past few years, that's the thing that I've always just gravitated to, that it doesn't matter, what you're selling or what service you provide. As women, we have so many things in common. Like, we need to spend more time with self-care. We need to practice boundaries. We need to say no, more often. And so I think that, and that's why I love creating spaces like this, because that's when the transformation happens, when an agent or a female business owner actually says yes to step out of their day-to-day routine. That's the first step in transformation and change, is that she's actually going to take herself out of her day-to-day routine with all the fires going on and put herself first. That piece right there is the first step in that. And so, yeah, all the common things. And there were some of the women that didn't even know each other. They were meeting for the first time. And I just was, the whole weekend, I was just seeing so many connections and collaborations and just deep conversations. And it's so fulfilling to watch.
It was. And it was so beautiful that these women, outside of when we were, having our one-on-one activities and things like that, how they would, congregate and talk and get into where else can you get deep conversation like that? You're sitting in your pajamas, having a glass of wine, after the day is over and all the things, and you can really just be yourself and connect with other women. And I think that was one of the most beautiful, surprising things, to see everyone just kind of really get deep with people I just met. I thought it was I thought that was so good. My dog's barking. I thought that was so good because, unbiased, they don't really know you. They can give you an honest answer, all of those things. So it was really cool to see. I loved it.
And I think that's the power of kind of a smaller circle, when you can create that intimate space. So it's not just a huge conference, it's more of a smaller, 10, 12 with us there. But just, that does help create the space to open up a little bit more and get a little bit more vulnerable. And we all know when we can do that, that's when change happens. So yeah, those pieces, I loved watching that. What surprised you most?
I guess how much I learned from these women, right? I was going in oh my gosh, I better bring it with the value and just be ready. And I had a whole script, we'd done an intake form, and I'd ask, what do you want professionally and personally out of this? What was your goal? What's your biggest strength? What's your biggest weakness? And kind of started leading into that in my conversation with each one of them. But then I just kind of was let me just see where they want to take it. And it was all different directions, and it wasn't all social. It was about leadership. It was about automation. Thanks for tuning in to Fearless and Focused. Remember, success is not about being perfect. It's about showing up, staying bold, and taking action.
If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration.
Keep chasing your dreams, staying fearless, and keeping your focus strong.
Until the next time, stay
fearless and focused.